Blog Talk Radio.
That's right, fellas. Blog Talk. That's right, fellas. BlogTalkRadio.com. This is your host, Ryan Jaunzemis. How many times is he going to say that thing? It's still feeding me some kind of instructions. Anyway, guys, Ryan Jaunzemis here, known as 702, is most aggressive dating and seduction coach, coming to you live and direct straight out of Las Vegas. City of Sin, baby. Today's high is 68 degrees. The low is about 47. It's a nice weather for gaming, fellas. Hope you guys are out there making some approaches, getting out there, building some trust, comfort, and connection, and closing some deals. Today's topic, seduction community. What is it? What's it for? What's it all about? Well, for all our listeners out there, there's a new subculture rising up. Remember rap back in the day? It was still underground, when it was still kind of cool. You know, back in the 80s and 90s. Skateboarding. Back when it was, before Tony Hawk had his own vitamins and shit. Well, there's a new community coming up. It's called the seduction community. It's a group of guys around the world. They're all meeting up, trading information in the backs of warehouses, the living rooms, in the back of the Chinese restaurant down the street. And they're all discussing one thing. That's how to pick up women. Get them in bed and fuck them. Call with your thoughts. 805-285-9747 is the love line. 805-285-9747. Pour myself a little Jack and Coke. Guys, I got a lot of thoughts on this issue. Depending on what you're trying to go with it. Now, back in the day, back in the 70s, this stuff started. Eric Weber came out with a book called How to Pick Up Girls. Later on, in the 1980s, a guy named Ross Jeffrey started showing up. He learned a lot of neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. He started figuring out ways to run hypnotic patterns on women, get them aroused. Called it speed seduction. That was back in 1980. His cult is over 60,000 strong now. Later in 1987, we got artist Robert Downey Jr. comes out with The Pickup Artist, the movie. All.Seduction.Fast comes out and spawns an entirely new network of other internet discussion forums, email lists, blog sites, where all this information could be exchanged. History shows up. VH1's The Pickup Artist. Neil Strauss is The Game. Community gets into a much bigger light, and here we are. Proven methods to pick up girls, build attraction, and to get them home. No more having to buy girls drinks. That's right, guys. What if I was to tell you that picking up women is an actual skill set that can be learned? Actual skill set. Can actually be taught. How to trigger attraction in women. And get them to go home with you and either get that rock star sex life you've always deserved, that you know you deserve, or get the girlfriend you're always looking for. 805-285-9747. That's the line. Call in. I know you guys have a lot of questions. I know this is maybe difficult for you. And a lot of guys are going to have an issue of pride. They're not going to feel right asking another man for help. But I know what you're going through. I know you get all dressed up, tell yourself you're going to go to the club, build a life for yourself out here, go meet some women. You get all dressed up in your little suit or your button-up shirt, you go to the club, say, this is it. Tonight's the night. I'm going to get lucky. You walk in the club, and you walk straight to the bar, you order a beer, and then you just stand there looking at the room. You know you do it. And you feel like a tool when you're standing there doing it. You're like watching life pass you by. You notice the hot girl and you start talking to yourself. You run this script, this program in your mind telling you, I want to talk to her, but she would never like me. I'm overweight. I don't have a new car. I don't have $10 million in the bank. Why would she talk to me? Well, let me tell you guys, she's not looking for any of that shit. She's not superficial. She's not a man. And she's looking for someone to feed her the emotions that she's looking for. Not money, not looks. Money's great. But it's not the money. You don't have to have money in the bank to get a girl. The money just shows that you're living your life in excellence. It's not the fact that you've got a new car. It's that you've got a mission in life, and you're handling your shit as a man. The physical stuff just shows you're handling what you need to do. That may make her want to be the woman behind the man. You guys are just tuning in right now. I see a couple more people starting to click on. 805-285-9747 is the number to call in. 805-285-9747. Give us your thoughts. I think a lot of guys, it's like they start interacting with women, and women act like they don't see it. But we know. There's only two reasons why you're going to talk to a girl in the club. You want to fuck her, or you want to fuck one of her friends. The girls play coy. The guy comes up and asks them, what time is it? Like, we really want to know what time it is when we're in the club. You know, he's trying to talk to you, just doesn't know what to say. That magic line hasn't really popped up in his head yet. You ever feel that, guys? Walk up to her, you finally get the balls to approach, you go in, you're like, what's the magic line? What's that magic line that's going to make her just light up and start laughing? I mean, nothing is normal about going up and starting a conversation with a stranger. And you know that you want to say something It's going to, like, make her laugh, get her feeling attracted. You want to get her phone number. But guess what? This community, for the past 20 or 30 years, is basically a bunch of nerds, really, that have they've watched the way natural guys that are just phenomenally great with women, and they've watched the way that they interact. And what they've done is they've broken down their entire interaction and backwards engineered it and created a success formula for the average man to use on women and become successful with their interactions in it. It's like proven methods to ensure that you're going to get laid. I know a lot of us don't want to admit that we need help, but there's a lot of men out there that are fed up. We're fed up and we're tired of jacking off. We're tired of going home alone at night. We're tired of hearing that phrase, let's just be friends. We've all had that sinking feeling in our stomach, wondering why, at what point did I fuck up? What did I do wrong? What's wrong with me? Why doesn't she like me? What can I do to make her like me? But you don't have to deal with that no more. There is a way. In fact, there's a community in Las Vegas that you can go to and come hang out and learn some of these techniques that I can guarantee is not only going to change your game, but it's going to change your life. It's called the Las Vegas lair. Now, there's lairs all over the world. There's one in Los Angeles, New York, Stockholm, London. But if you're here in Las Vegas, we've got some shit that's on and cracking, right? We've actually just been featured on the cover of 7 magazine. We're getting the word out there. Las Vegas is a really transient city. A lot of divorcees come here, start a new life, try to build a life. A lot of people come here for the hustle. They come here for a job. They leave their friends and their family behind, and they don't know anyone. And then they end up in the club by themselves, failing, and going home more miserable than before they came out. I know because I was there. I created this group because I was that guy 6 years ago. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing out there. And you could call me socially retarded at the time. I got out of a really messy divorce after 10 years, and I didn't know anyone out here, and all I wanted to do was build my life and, find the right woman, find long-term friends, not the transient people that come to that town that you hang out with for a couple months, and then they leave. It's one of the hardest things about Las Vegas, when you make an emotional connection with someone, and then you know that they're moving next month. Or you go out and you meet a girl, and she's really amazing. But she's in here from Nebraska, and she's leaving at 6 in the morning. She's on a flight. And you know that if you don't fuck the girl that night, that you are not going to be nothing more than Facebook friends. No guy wants that. I know you didn't pay the cover charge of $30 for the club and then buy some girl some drink for $20 to just get her Facebook and never see her again. Or even worse, tells you that you make a good friend, and then she starts calling you every day only to talk about her boyfriend and why he's such an asshole. Meanwhile, you have a crush on the girl and you just don't know how to trigger any attraction. That's the thing, is she's not attracted to you. You didn't build any attraction. And that's a lot about the what we teach in the group, is how to trigger that attraction. See, we're pickup artists. A pickup artist is a man who's got control over his sex life. He doesn't just, quote-unquote, get lucky. Anyone can go out and find, drunk girl in the club, the lone wolf, we call her. And she's in a heightened emotional state. It's brought on by drugs and alcohol and Vegas life. And she might just happen to go home with you that night. But that's getting lucky. You got lucky. And I know guys don't want to get lucky. We wake up in the morning and we want to know that day, are we going to get laid? Am I going to win today? Or am I going to be another loser at the end of the day having to jack off to Pornhub.com? We want to know. And when we feel horny, we can put on a nice shirt, go to the club, pick the girl that we want to fuck, not the girl that picks us, and then have the opportunity to continue dating her or throw her out and go back for bigger fish. A lot of guys, they get out in the club. What I notice, and they make a lot of mistakes. They telegraph too much interest. They give all their cards away at first. Or they come off creepy. Or they supplicate. Kiss the girl's ass. See, the nice guys have a mentality that they've got to do nice things in order to get the pussy. It comes from a lot of different things, a lot of things in their upbringing. They have the mentality that if I buy her drinks and I buy her dinners, take her to the movies, buy her flowers, balloons, well, she'll give me sex in return, I'm sure. And she'll know what a great guy I am. The problem is that that's not how women respond. See, I know when you guys were little, we were raised by single mothers, where the mother was the authoritarian in the house. And you've got to listen to mommy, or you lose your privileges. You get grounded. You lose your phone privileges. No more spending the night at your friend's house. You need to do your chores. You need to be home on time. No ditching school. And we learned that, okay, well, if I do these things for the woman, I'll get something in return. And as little kids, that mentality works. But as adults, that's not going to help you. That's not going to help you get laid. Now, it might sound counterintuitive because, nice guy logic makes sense. I do something nice for her, she should do something nice back. But what if you did exactly the opposite? I'm not going to exactly tell you how to do that today. That's another day. That's a whole other can of worms. But it's not time for a refill here. What I am going to suggest is that women aren't really going to respond to that type of behavior. In fact, what they're going to do is walk all over you. They will take your drink. Can you buy it for them? Sure. If you're dumb enough to buy a stranger a drink, she's smart enough to take it. She knows this. She walks all over guys like you. Problem is that most guys, one, buying drinks is the wrong way to go about it, but, you know, most guys, they keep kissing her ass. They keep banging their head against the wall. And they keep banging their head again and again, and they just don't seem to get it. I'm going to take a short little break. I don't have any music queued up on this thing yet. This is still a test run. Computer's going a little slow. Well, guys, I got a lot to tell you. I can't really do that all today. But I want to let you know if you're listening and you're in the Las Vegas area, you should come check out some of our stuff. If you got a pen and paper, write down www.thelasvegaslair.com. We've actually got a couple events coming up in the next few days. And the new members meet and greet, to find out what this thing is all about, is the Cadillac Ranch on April 6th. We got the outside patio booked for us. 7 p.m., $5 cover, and I guarantee, guys, come through and your entire life is going to change. And there's a lot of stuff coming up. I want you to also check out our website, the YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Las Vegas Lair. And you can see actual video of us in field, out in clubs, on Las Vegas Boulevard, using our tips and techniques, picking up girls, getting phone numbers with consistency, not getting lucky. Now, a lot of people, someone just emailed me in right now and said, I don't like PUA. I think it's wrong to lie. Why can't you guys just be yourselves? Okay. Well, are women themselves? Do women not lie? Because every day I see women wearing, makeup, wonder bras, high heel shoes, girdles, harigami. Every time you wear that wonder bra and make yourself a 36D when you're an A cup, that's no different than me telling you that I own this nightclub. Is it? Because, when we get home, you know what a wonder bra is, right? You get home and you take off the bra, you wonder where the boobs went. The women fix themselves up so that they're not actually as pretty when they look in real life as when you first meet them. We're putting on a mask for a higher statistical probability to attract the opposite sex. First impressions are everything. You guys can't deny that. That goes for job interviews, dating, anything. Now, I'm not necessarily telling guys out there to go tell them that you own this club. That's not really the way to get into a long-term relationship. But if you're trying to get a one-night stand and she's going to fix herself up and make her the beautiful, sexy girl that you think you're being seen with, then you can give her the fantasy that she's with a high value. It's just fantasy. Well, all right. I think people are shy today. But we put out enough information today, and I'm going to let you guys sleep on it. I'll be back on here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Love to hear your thoughts. So this is Ryan Jaunzemis. You can reach me at takeherhometonight.com or email me at ryan.jaunzemis@yahoo.com. If you feel like you want to talk about this privately, 702-764-6472. But check out www.lasvegaslair.com, and telling you guys, it's going to change your life, and you are going to get laid. No question about it.